Good morning, class 12 students of biology group. As we had been waiting for this chapter for a long time, we finished the last video, the third video of chapter 9 of human evolution, which you have already seen last time. Now, we have come on to this new chapter because ma'am had already covered the 13th chapter with you. Here this chapter is about biotechnology and its applications. Having seen this theme, let us all revise, children, what biotechnology was. We remember that biotechnology was a science which deals with techniques of using live organisms or enzymes from organisms to produce products and processes useful to humans, and the integration of natural science and the organisms, cell parts thereof, and molecular analogues for products and services are utilized. So this is part of biotechnology. And if children, we go back on to what we studied in the previous chapter, you will remember that how a foreign DNA is cut here by scissor enzymes and how this DNA is added on to this plasmid, and this plasmid is then taken when the foreign gene is connected onto here by the ligazing enzymes. Then this particular DNA portion is added into a bacterial cell. So if you remember that this was a technique that we had studied last time. Now when having talked about this, let us come to the introduction of the new chapter. In this chapter, we will deal with industrial scale production of biopharmaceuticals. We see the biopharmaceuticals and the biologicals which are using genetically modified organisms. We will also learn how human beings have used biotechnology to improve the quality of human life, especially in the field of food production and health. And children, if you remember that we had talked about the transgenic organisms, those organisms like transgenic mice we had talked about last time. In this we had seen that an external portion of the DNA was attached to another part of the DNA so that we could produce a new genome. The applications of biotechnology include therapeutic use, wherein we have genetic therapeutics, wherein we can improve any genetic mishap that has happened to a newborn individual or an infant who is still in its mother's womb. So the biotechnology can be used, can be applied to include therapeutic use. Also diagnostic uses it can be applied to. Any diagnosis of a genetic disease beforehand can help the parents. Genetically modified crops can also be formed by the application of biotechnology. The genetically modified crops are formed for agricultural use, and the processed food can also be formed. In biomediation, waste treatment can also be done. Genetic cleansing of the waste, and also energy production is also one of the areas where biotechnology can be applied. Now, what are transgenic organisms? Transgenic organisms are those organisms in which foreign gene has been artificially transferred. Do you see here's a portion of a foreign gene? It is artificially transferred, and this is known as a transgenic organisms. A few seconds back I was talking about transgenic mice. Likewise, we have got transgenic tomatoes, we have got transgenic vegetables, we have got transgenic capsicum. So it's called the GMO, or the genetically modified organism, or GEO, which also implies as genetically engineered organism. Now, what is a transgene? A transgene, we see, is a foreign gene artificially transferred into an organism. We see here already there was a template of an organism. Now, this transgene was targeted and put into this individual's genome, one of the portions of the genome. So we see this is a transgene. It is a foreign gene artificially transferred into an organism, and the transgene is constructed by ligation of the foreign gene into a vector or a carrier DNA. If you remember, I had also shown you that the vector is here, and this vector serves as taking the clone foreign DNA across, so that many multiple copies of that can be made after incorporating this clone foreign material, this plasmid, into a bacterial cell. So we see that transgene is constructed by ligating the foreign DNA into a vector or a carrier DNA, which can then be incorporated into a host DNA and expressed correctly by the host cells. The vector DNA with the inserted DNA fragment is called a recombinant. So we see here that a recombinant is made because of the addition of another portion of a DNA. So this is ligazed onto this particular portion, and so we hear a recombinant. We can see here a recombinant DNA that is formed out here, and a ribosomal DNA could also serve as a transgene. The inserted DNA is called cloned DNA. We saw it here. This was a cloned DNA. So this cloned DNA, we insert the DNA, which is a cloned DNA, and the process of preparing DNA is called cloning the DNA. Now we will continue tomorrow with the transgenic plants formation, and we will see how the transgenes they are formed, how these transgenes they are inserted at the correct fragment so that they can produce transgenic plants. And these transgenic plants, children, are for crop quality improvement. So that we will see in tomorrow's video. So till then, children, wish you all the best. Go through this video and have a good day. Thank you.